Yep. Oh, the body's still on the ground, guys. See another truck over there? Yeah, the body's still on the ground. I don't know yet. That's as far as I can zoom in, guys. He's still laying on the ground over there. Sorry. God, I can't believe the body's still on the ground. I know. Bill, the body's still laying on the ground over there. About 2.5 hours ago. My buddy was driving by about 3 hours ago and saw that there was something going on, and then when he came back by about 10 minutes ago, he said it was still going on. Jesus. I don't know, guys. I just got here. Some trigger-happy Mustang police officer who's sitting at home watching TV right now. He had to have been in that gray truck. Hold on. That's his body laying on the ground right there. Oh, now they're covering his body. What time is it, guys? They just now covered his body. (10:34 p.m.) Channel 9 News was supposed to be out here earlier. It's unreal. Another cop being judge, jury, and executioner. And this time it's a Mustang cop. Did they arrest the officer who shot? Did they arrest the officer who did the shooting? Said, did they arrest the officer that did the shooting?
I still can't hear you.
Did they arrest the officer that did the shooting?
I have no idea what they did.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Good. I was just curious, did they arrest the officer that did the shooting? No?
Any other questions, Joe? Just wait and talk to LSBI.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know it was Mustang.
Any questions? We're just doing traffic.
Okay.
Any questions about the way for LSBI?
All right. I'll go do an open records request on Monday with them.
Yes, sir.
Find out what's going on.
Awesome deal. Doing all right?
Awesome.
Do you have any more questions?
No,
I
I'm
can't say
good.
anything 'cause we're just doing
I know.
traffic.
I know you can't say nothing. So I have no questions for you.
Yes, sir. Well, if you need anything, we'll be right over there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You have a good evening.
You too. That's the body on the gurney right there, guys. There he is. That's just so sad. Well, that's just the problem. I don't know if Mustang Police Department got their body cams fixed yet. The last time I did an open records request for body cam video and dash cam video, I was told that none of the dash cams were working, and they had none of the officers were wearing body cams then, but that was a year and a half ago. Why don't they load him in the freaking coroner's truck instead of leaving him out there in the open? You're absolutely right. Probably be broken or it malfunctioned somehow. That's all right. I know the owner of this store here, and I'm going to see if he can give me a copy of his video surveillance. See the camera right up there on top of the building? So his cameras would have caught it. All right, they're finally loading him. Right in my backyard, guys. I'm 2 miles from my house. Yep. That's exactly right. There he goes. My email is it's Grantz, GRANTZ K21 @gmail. There he goes. There's not one Mustang police officer out here. None of these are Mustang police officers. OSBI. And that's the state of Oklahoma medical examiner. And of course, they'll push the story the way they want to push it. See if I can use this to steady myself. That's better. It's the sheriff's office. Thanks. Nobody's bothered me yet, so. And being in Mustang, I don't think anybody will bother me. And this is Oklahoma County. Oh no, this might be Cleveland County Sheriff's. Yeah, Cleveland County Sheriff's Department. Hey, if you got the video of the shooting, at what time did that shooting occur? Because they didn't take his, I mean, it was 10:34 and his body was still laying on the ground. Yep. Do we know if he was a white man, black man, what?
Gotta get you a stand, man.
I know, I thought about bringing my tripod, my other camera, but my other camera's dead.
I was about to ask you, how come you don't have like a nicer camera?
I do, I got one of those Canons it's got the 85 zoom on it.
Yeah.
But my camera's dead. I was down in Dallas doing 3 commercial claims for...
Like insurance stuff?
Yeah, I'm an insurance adjuster.
Nice.
And I had a 18-story building that from the 14th floor to the 13th, 12th, and 11th floor. On the 14th floor, the hose on the water tank, going to the water tank on the toilet, broke, and the homeowners weren't home. And they it leaked for 4 straight days, and then it started coming through the other floors, and it destroyed. We're talking bamboo wood flooring and drywall. I mean, cabinets and countertops, and the estimate on that is probably going to be in the millions. So
That's an expensive water leak.
that's a really expensive water leak. The owners of the condo, they're only there 1 day a week, so they wouldn't have known about it for another 2 days.
Now, is there a way you can turn off your water when you live in those, or?
Well, they have maintenance who has access to the all the condos, and it's a plus 55 community building, so they always got somebody who can access it.
Dang.
But shoot, I spent probably got 16 hours of video of it, of recording, and then my sketches took almost 9 hours because I had to sketch each unit.
So your camera's taking a break right now.
Yeah, it's charging. All 4 of my batteries are completely dead. So
do you do like stuff like this, like just on the side, or just for fun, or kind
yeah,
of
just on the side.
know?
You can check out my channel, OKC Vet HPA.
Yeah. Like a YouTube channel? Or?
Yeah, YouTube channel.
Awesome.
And you'll see my Blanchard videos, Blanchard Police Department videos.
Okay.
I'm
Like First Amendment audit type stuff? Or?
No, I don't really do a whole bunch of audits. I got really into it after I was at a claim, and I was waiting for my ladder assist, and the Blanchard Police Department rolled up on me and arrested me and tried to charge me with obstruction because I wouldn't give them my ID and I wouldn't tell them why I was there. I mean, that homeowner's personal claim information isn't public record, so I didn't feel I needed to give that information. And so for about 45 minutes, almost 50 minutes, they kept me detained and handcuffed. And
so you got about a 45-minute YouTube video on there?
There's 4 videos on there. So
I don't know if I can watch all those. That's a long time. That's like a movie.
well, get this. At McLean County, have you ever heard of Travis White with McLean County District Attorney's Office? He's the #1 district attorney. Officer Haynes in Blanchard calls him, says, "Hey Travis, this is what I got." Explains the scenario, and then Travis White says, "Well, in Oklahoma, there's no fail to ID statute or statute for him to ID if he's not done anything wrong." And so they go on talking about it more. Well, is there anything illicit that he might be doing? Well, I'm just curious why he's sitting in front of this house. And Travis ends up telling him, look, I'd like to say you can go beyond that point, but he doesn't have to show you his ID. Well, that wasn't enough. The chief came out. The chief is the one who arrested me for obstruction because I wouldn't answer their questions. Well, I don't have to answer your questions. I have the Fifth Amendment right not to answer your questions. And so they, finally when it was all over, they forced me to ID. They ended up charging me afterwards with obstruction, and then that got rescinded, or they did away with the charge. So, but
got dismissed and stuff.
yeah, the one with Officer Haynes, it's about an 18-minute video because I had to shut it off because some of the policyholders' information was on that one recording. So I shut it off then. And I'm still trying to get them held accountable. I've taken it to these guys, to the OSBI, to the Grady County District Attorney, to I've filed a complaint with against Rebecca Brink, the Assistant District Attorney who reviewed my complaint that I filed with the Grady County Sheriff's Office. And she's got all 3 of the body cam videos, and she said that there's insufficient evidence. And I couldn't figure out why is there insufficient evidence. So I went and talked to her. And she says, well, if you were in my neighborhood, I would expect them to get your ID from you so I know who you are. I was like, so you want them to violate my rights? I didn't say that. I would just expect them to get your ID so we know who you are. I said, well, that's a violation of somebody's Fourth Amendment right. I mean, I served 8 years in the Army, so, I mean, I'm all for my rights. I work hard every day, all day. I didn't get done today until, almost 9:45. And I've been from Edmond down to Fletcher, over to Lawton, then back to Fletcher, and then over to Norman, and then back to my house.
It's a busy day.
Yeah, just today. So for nothing but claims. And then this happened. My boss actually drove by and said, what the heck is going on? So I decided to come over here and check it out. Did they call you guys in to help with the protests and everything downtown? Did you guys get to go down to that?
Our department, yes, sir.
Yeah. I know it got pretty bad that first night.
See, we're all for the peaceful protest. You have the right to have a peaceful protest.
I'm not for all these rioters
the rioting
and looters. That's antagonizers coming in and taking advantage of a situation. Because most of the peaceful protesters, they started leaving
when that started.
Right.
Yeah. Because that's not what they're trying to. Some
accomplish.
of them are even trying to stop them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went to go down there on the second day, and on my way down there, a guy in a truck hit me and then ran. So I didn't make it down there. And I couldn't get turned around to go catch him either. So.
Well, at least you're okay.
Yep. And my truck was fixed. Everything could be fixed, so. Or it will be fixed as soon as they get the parts in.
I'm glad you came out here when it was dark, man. It was hot earlier.
I know. I was sweating my butt off all day.
Hot.
We got more heat coming, and next week we got more storms coming.
So, like, when you're on doing that, is that like live?
Yeah, live stream.
So does that like live stream to your YouTube, or does that live stream to a different page?
Live stream to
So you
YouTube.
can live stream on YouTube.
Yep.
That's pretty neat.
And the video's not actually stored on the device. It's done right on the.
It downloads directly to
Yeah,
YouTube.
there's no video that's stored here.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
So it's accessible to the public as soon as you shoot it. So
I don't know much about YouTube other than I watch a lot of hunting shows and stuff like that on YouTube.
yeah, I watch a lot too.
And then if I ever need to fix anything, I look it up on YouTube and it'll tell me exactly what to do.
Yep.
Seems like everybody's got everything.
YouTube's got an answer for everything.
I was trying to help a lady earlier today. All of her electric in her car stopped, caught a fire, so no electric would work at all by any means. And so I was trying to look up how to manually put it into drive. And they have like every year model of like every car.
Except for hers.
No, they had it. It took me a while to find it, but they have it. It's wild.
Were you able to get it started?
By the time that I could manually put it into neutral,
yeah,
tow truck showed. So we didn't even worry about it.
It's a car, so what year was it?
2015 GMC Yukon. All electric with a key fob.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't know that one.
Neither did I, but I know now.
I watched a lot of fishing shows on YouTube, and I like the pig hunts and the elk hunts. Where I grew up in Durango, Colorado. And my God, the elk up there used to camp out my front lawn during the winter.
That's awesome.
I lived right in between, there's Hesper Ski Resort, Purgatory Ski Resort, Wolf Creek Ski Resort, and Lizard Head Ski Resort. So any way for me to go home, I had to go through a pass. So that's how high up we are.
Yeah.
And in the winter,
you want to come down here?
Actually, I moved to Oklahoma because I was promised a home site position for home site insurance as the official adjuster for home site for Oklahoma. Well, my supervisor that put me into that position, I told him, okay, I'll have my family relocated within 14 days. So we got moved here, and I kept emailing them saying, okay, I'm ready for work, I'm here. And I wasn't getting a response. So I called corporate office to find out what the heck was going on. And his supervisor got on the phone with me and said, well, he's no longer here. His name was Chris. He's no longer here. He doesn't work for us anymore. I said, what? He said, I just got this position. He promised it to me.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, do you have any proof of that? And I said, yeah, I got all the emails right here. And that one that said, congratulations, you are now the official face for home site in Oklahoma. And his boss proceeded to tell me, well, we have a lady who's been there for 23 years who's held that position for the last 18 years. And we're not going to give her claims away to you to help you out. But tell you what, we'll give you her overflow. She doesn't like going out more than 50 miles from Oklahoma City. We'll give you the overflow. I said, fine. How many claims is that a week? And they said, I don't know. We'll have to run some numbers. My first 2 weeks, they sent me a total of 4 claims in 2 weeks.
That's not that much.
No, that didn't even cover my gas money. Because I had to travel like to Enid, and then to, where were a couple of the other ones? Tulsa for 2, and it's almost all the way down by the Texas line. Durant, that's it. And that was the 4 claims I got in that 2 weeks. And I called him back, said, hey, I can't do this. I spent over $10,000 relocating my family here. Somebody's going to send me a check, or I'm going to see you guys. And they said, well, let me find out what we can do. And so then I started doing their CSAA claims here. And
that's like what you do now?
yeah, I do CSAA, USAA, uh, National General, ASI. There's like 15 or 16 companies. Yeah.
Nice.
And then when I'm not busy doing claims, I work for, you know, Mickey Jones.
I've heard that name, I feel like.
He owns Empire Roofing,
Okay.
and then he also does the trailer sales. I work for him. I'll sell a roof here, or I'll do all of his supplements, submit. Like this one claim that I'm doing now for him, the insurance adjuster who came out estimated the claim, the loss at about $12,000. I just got done doing the inspection and writing the supplement, and the supplement, my total for the damages to the house are $35,611. So there's a huge difference. Basically what they did, the insurance company sent somebody out who didn't know what they were doing. And you get a lot of that as these adjusters who come out, because a lot of them are fresh out of college, never been on a job site, never been in construction, got that position because their family member is an adjuster or senior adjuster with that company, and that they couldn't even change out a toilet seat. But they do that for a reason, because most people trust what their insurance company is telling them and what the damages are, instead of looking further into it and finding a contractor who knows the ins and outs of the insurance. And like this supplement, I'll have it approved by Wednesday at the latest, and we can go ahead and start getting the work done on that guy's house. But that's what I do. And I have a large commercial construction background. I used to be a commercial construction inspector in Arizona. I was in charge of the I-10 expansion from Phoenix to Tucson.
Yeah, nice.
So
That's a big deal.
that was I love that job.
Then you kind of do this kind of stuff just like as a hobby type deal.
No, you remember when the housing market crashed?
Yeah.
Well, the construction market, 14, 15 years ago.
Okay.
I had just gotten my real estate license, and on top of me being a commercial construction inspector, and the housing market crashed. So I wasn't selling houses, and I was in charge of the I-10 expansion. But as soon as my job was done, I had no job to go to. They went from 33 field techs down to 4.
Well, I was talking about like the YouTube stuff.
Oh, YouTube?
Yeah. Are you just do that like as a hobby, or?
This is a hobby, yeah.
Now, how do you actually? I hear people making money from YouTube.
I'm not sure how all that
Or
works.
is that when they get millions and people subscribe?
Yeah, you got to have over 1,000 subscribers. I've got over 6,000, but I'm still not making a check because I guess I don't have enough view time or something like that. But you got some people, they got 1 million followers and they're making $30,000, $40,000 a month just doing YouTube videos. So, but I don't have time to do
Yeah,
that.
'cause some of those guys that all like the hunting stuff, they
Yeah, they get paid some bucks.
They have no other job but doing YouTube and hunting.
Yep.
And I'm like, why? They'd probably make more money on YouTube than they would on like the Outdoor Channel or Pursuit or something. Yeah.
Yeah, for every view and every commercial that plays, they're getting paid.
Yep.
Every once in a while, I'll get a check from YouTube. Like my last one I got was for $112. But you got to hit some mark before they cut you a check.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. $112 I wasn't counting on.
Heck yeah.
So.
Well, I'll let you get back to it. It was nice meeting you. So
Nice meeting you.
if you need any more questions or anything like that, like I said, they're the ones that are in charge. So
10-4. Yeah, I know you can't answer anything, so I wasn't even going to ask. But you ever get a chance to go to Colorado and go elk hunting? Oh my God, you got to go.
See, I got a bunch of buddies that they do that. They do a lot of the over-the-counter stuff. My deal is I want to do it. This is gonna sound cheating. I want to go to like an outfitter and do it through an outfitter, because if I'm gonna spend $600 on a over-the-counter tag, well, I also got to have all the equipment while I'm there. I also got to have some sort of lodging. If I'm gonna camp or whatever, then gas to get all the way there. So it's a long it's a lot of stuff invested into
Yep.
something you don't know if it's going to pan out. And then on top of that, I don't really have the time to go up there and scout, so I wouldn't be, you know.
Yep.
So I think I plan on doing that one day, but it'll probably be far off. I'm big into mule deer. I do a lot of whitetail.
I love mule deer.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up on.
One of my bucket lists is to get a velvet mule deer in Colorado or Wyoming or something.
Or New Mexico. New Mexico, big mule deer.
Oh yeah. That's one of my bucket. Elk. See, right now I have on my wall in my living room, I have my top 3. I have a mule deer, an axis from Texas, a free range axis, and then a whitetail. And then I have a bunch of other whitetail, but my goal is to get like, you know, blacktail, Sitka, try to get a whole bunch of the deer species.
Yep.
But a velvet mule deer, that's definitely up there on the bucket list.
Yep.
I got a velvet axis.
Now there's only one hunt season you can get that velvet. There's only one time of the season that you can get that.
Yeah.
So, and it's hard to draw a tag.
Oh, I bet.
It's super hard.
Trust me, I've tried drawing tags for Colorado for mule deer, and because you have to have a certain amount of points to add up. I'm almost there.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck on that.
No, for sure.
My little brother puts in every year, and I think for the last 7 years he hasn't gotten drawn.
It's tough.
Yep.
It's tough. Well, see, like in Oklahoma, I know people that, like their first year drawing for elk, they're getting drawn for bull elk in the Wichita Mountains. That's a once-in-a-lifetime hunt. That's a one-time deal.
Yeah.
So, like, if you draw a cow and you take that, that's your elk for your lifetime.
Wow.
For that controlled hunt.
I'd have to wait until I get
wait out until a bull.
Yeah, a bull.
But you see some people, they'll do the cows and stuff like that.
Cows are good meat too, though, man.
What'd you say your YouTube channel was?
OKC Vet HPA.
All right. I'll check it
Oklahoma City veteran, holding police accountable.
Holding police accountable. Nice.
That's it.
So if you're holding police accountable, but you don't consider a First Amendment auditor?
I don't do a lot of it because like I said, I'm too busy.
Yeah.
But I go do open records requests. I help some other people out who don't know how to do the open records request. I'll go down with them and show them how to do it. And I mean, and I'm just learning this stuff by myself as I go. Like right now, I'm still fighting to try and get those officers held accountable in Blanchard. And everywhere I go, it's just a big roadblock. And I don't know what to do. So I've gotten City of Blanchard, the city attorney, Mr. Perryman, the city manager, and the chief of police. They're not giving me my open records request since September of last year. And I've probably got 15 in. So I finally had to do a complaint with the Attorney General's office to force them to give me my open records request. And one of the things I'm asking for is a copy of the disposition into the investigation that the city took in my civil rights violations. Because it was on Channel 25 and Fox 25 News and KOCO 5, and they had opened an investigation to find out what the heck the officers were thinking, especially after they were told by the district attorney, hey, he's not obligated to identify himself. So I'm trying to get a copy of that investigation, or at least the disposition of the investigation, and to see if there was any type of disciplinary actions taken. As of what I know right now, none of the officers were disciplined, because one, it was the chief of police, his second in command, Captain Bellany, Officer Haynes, who's now been promoted to a sergeant, and then Officer Nye. So, and none of them have been held accountable at all. So I have a complaint with the Attorney General's office, and then I have a complaint against Rebecca Brink with her office, the district attorney's office, Mr. Hicks. He already has my complaint in all 5 of the videos. So, because she's refusing to do anything about them. And there's a statute, Oklahoma statute 21-525, arrest without authority. That's what the statute is. And when you read the statute, it's clear that's exactly what happened. They didn't have the authority to arrest me. They did detain me anyway for over 50 minutes. And so, like I said, and that happened on...
Jail? Did you go to county jail? Or?
No, they ended up letting me go on scene. The chief said cite, told Captain Bellany that the chief wants me cited. And then he told that to Officer Nye. Officer Nye told that to Officer Haynes. Officer Haynes says, well, I'm not going to cite. Well, a couple of days later, I got cited. So. Well,
We might be wrapping it up here soon. So.
that's
Get
good.
out of your hair.
All right, sir.
I'll check out your YouTube page.
Cool.
You have a good evening,
You
sir.
too. Oh, and I'm not one of those guys that scream and cuss and holler at police. I just don't do
I
that. So.
totally get that from you. No, you seemed kind of upset earlier, so I thought I could talk to you a little bit.
Oh no, not at all. It's just been a really long day.
No, I get it.
So.
I'm at the end of mine, so.
Well, go home safe to the family, and
Sure. If you need anything else, like I said, just holler at us.
yes, sir. Thank you. It's the first time an officer's just talked. No, the attorney didn't call. I sent it to him. Yep. See if I can zoom in anymore. Well, we see who the pivot man is. Putting on his gloves. Yep. I don't know why they're messing with that man. He's a freaking Marine hero. That's why I'm leaning up against this. Because they are tired.
Are they?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe that either. And I just got notice today, an email today, that it's going to cost me another $154. because it ran longer than their time expected, or their expected time to put it together. Oops. But I'm willing to pay it, so if I can get it. Oklahoma City Police Department is $4 per disc, and because that's all they charge you for is the disc. They're putting everything away. Uh-oh, I got 10% battery left. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. My phone's about to shut down. We'll talk to you guys later.